Quarter-final. Powerfully hit, gone! What a start! Brilliant! Catch in the deep, right in front of the commentary box, and the dream run continues.
Imran Arif, the man, did not have to move a centimetre. Wood, the batter, he'd been the form batter for Australia, Jack Wood. First ball, he's gone. What a start for Hong Kong.
Gone for a first ball duck. What a start. Not for one. Incredible start, the drama, the tension, the captain's in after one ball. Wow! Benny Boy, boundary. Do not take your eyes off your TV screen. First ball of the game, Imran Arif in the deep, former Worcestershire quick, he gobbles it up.
That was a big wicket. Jack Wood, 24 off 5 balls against England earlier in the tournament, and then 55 today against Nepal. He's been the mainstay for Australia in the batting. That's a big wicket for Hong Kong.
Well, sliced away. A little bit of shape, actually. There's been swing today. We saw nothing for the bowlers yesterday. Today, the bowlers have a bit more to work with.
A little bit. It's been overcast conditions. It's Hong Kong, when in early mornings, generally if there's a bit of an overcast conditions, it sticks for a little while and it does swing because of the humidity here.
Down the ground. Great opportunity for Hong Kong. Now then, Dan Christian, a player and a person I've known a long, long time. 9 domestic T20 titles. Part of the current coaching staff of the Sydney Thunder in the Big Bash, working with Trevor Bayliss, under the tutelage of Trent Copeland, the GM. 9 for 1, Brad Hope. It's a great start, it really is, to the first quarter-final. Oh, delicate. Lovely from the left-hander.
That's the first ramp of the tournament, and well executed by Hazlitt. Getting down early, knowing that Benny is going to look to bowl that Yorker length just to try and finish off the over. Brilliant batting.
Still a great over this for Hong Kong. 15 for 1, just need to get out of this over. Nizakat Khan is very straight at long on, and there's a wide long on in play as well for the southpaw. Advancing, up and over the offside. Beautiful finish to the first. 19 for 1. Just one change for Australia. James Pattinson is back in after having a rest. Fekete is out, and Hong Kong unchanged. No surprises. Oh, I've got something for you fans. I've got a really big treat for you. A massive treat. Ehsan Khan, the off-spinner, who's been a little bit disappointing by his usual high standards, up against Dan Christian. Hard, flat, oh, was there a fingertip? He was in the game.
Dan Christian was starting to walk. He thought he didn't get enough of that. Just enough. Ehsan Khan just darting it in. Not quite getting the Yorker that he wants, and that's the fingertips. Just putting it over the high bar. A bit of soccer there.
6 more. Help yourself. Christo to the rescue.
Sensational batting by Christian. I like the way that he starts his innings, hits it along the ground, then starts to look aerial.
Was there a fingertip? Was there a fingertip? Yes, he says my finger's hanging off. Was Sam Heazlett back in his ground? Sent it upstairs. Now then, Huggy. Now then, Australia. Are you lucky?
Just the way that Heazlett was there, I feel as though he's back in his ground. Beautiful bit of fielding, but by Hassan off his own bowling.
Hemant Tukru is our third umpire. Just checking. This is a big moment of the game. No problem there. That's fine. Rock and roll that.
Well, it's a run out. I don't think the no ball counts, does it?
Oh, I tell you, good deflection. Without being too much of a badger, that's very good backing up. Bat in the correct hand. Good extension, great knees, great flexibility. Talking about flexibility, Sami Patel's in the house.
Morning, gentlemen.
It's the afternoon.
Ah, sorry. It's morning in the UK. Yeah, we struggle with jet lag in England. Too much.
Not out. Samit, great to see you. Well played. England got a win.
Yeah, it's good to get on the board. We've struggled a little bit. Hong Kong has been a good place for us, actually, normally in the past.
Just talk us through the campaign, Sam. It just hasn't obviously gone according to plan, which is, you know, it dents your confidence as a professional. But you got to win, so you're going home happy with at least one win.
Well, it was good to get on the board, like I said, but we've got another game starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon, so a bit of a massage, and we'll crack on for the next game.
A massage? Who's giving you the massage? You're on camera now, so don't forget that. Who's giving you the massage?
We've got masseuses here to rub us down and whatever we need, so it's pretty good.
.51 with the bat, and your old mate Ravi Bopara was pretty handy.
Yeah, we actually struggled with the first 2 overs, but then that Robin over got us going a bit, and we got some momentum, and we finally got a decent total to try and defend. And I thought Jordan Thompson bowled an excellent 2 overs there. I thought he's outstanding with the skill, and obviously Ravi getting 2 wickets and 2 balls.
And this is a beautiful 6, mate. You were batting beautifully. What was going through the mind?
Mate, you can't really think too much in this format. I think you just got to swing as hard as you can and hope for the best. And the boundaries are in our favour.
Well, a decent over turns into a good one for Australia. 2 done, 37 for 1. It's quarter-final. It's 37 for 1 Australia, who are inserted. They weren't too disappointed to have to bat first. The previous 5 games have been won batting first. So actually, maybe not a bad toss to lose. Imran Arif, the former Worcestershire quick, into the attack. Took a great catch, first ball of the innings. Tell us a little bit about the surface, Samit, compared to yesterday's pitch.
I think I actually thought that this pitch was actually better than yesterday's surface. Yesterday's surface had a few indentations, better cracks in it. This one is a more even-paced pitch, which is great. The ball comes on nice and true, and you can hit straight through the line. And as I said before, the boundaries are tiny.
How difficult the conversations within the management in terms of bowling first and wanting to chase, when actually the stats are saying you should bat first now, but every team wants to chase.
No, I think everyone wants to chase because we know exactly what we need to get and how fast we need to go. But saying that, if you in this format, if you get 150, I think you should defend it really.
Yeah, 150 is very handy, very handy. 120 looks to be very useful. Now, sliced. Short down the ground, 42 metres, taken in the deep, caught in the deep, Hoggy. Sacrilegious.
Can't believe that from Heslett. He's been good through the tournament, but again, he's getting caught on the offside. Bowler's going wide, and just when he goes over that offside area today, he just hasn't been able to get it. A lot of mistiming in that area. He's out for 11, Australia, 39 for 2.
Well, it's quarter-final. Alex Ross is in early doors. Australia in a spot to bother. 39 for 2 against Hong Kong. And I tell you, the atmosphere is building beautifully. Beautiful ball, terrible keeping. It's such a great ball. Zishan Ali, straight through the legs, nutmeg.
We just can't afford to do that. You've got Australia on the back foot. You can't give easy runs away. But Benny on the boundary. Easy catch, under it, controlled.
What's Ehsan Khan doing? Pickpocketing his teammate. He was just talking him through the catch. Eyes on the ball.
He spent a bit of time in Ireland, I think.
I'm gonna let that one slide to the keeper, Bradley Hogg. I'm gonna let that one go to the keeper because I think that was a bit of a chirp at the Irish there for being, well, less than honest, shall we say. No timing. Should get the gap, gets a boundary.
Beautiful shot by Ross, but Samet, seriously, massages. You're only bowling 6 balls per game.
Yeah, but you got a bat as well, and field.
You're only facing 12 balls to get your 50.
Well, it's all muscles that need repairing after a heavy night.
Well, what muscle needs repairing after a heavy night?
The lower limbs, let's just say that.
Nice timing, beautifully flayed through the offside by Alex Ross, brings up the 50.
But Hong Kong have to be switched on here because if they get one more wicket, it's pressure on Australia because the 2 batsmen to come in aren't regular batsmen. They're more renowned for their bowling. So this is a big moment for Hong Kong cricket here in this tournament.
Lovely, lovely use of the wrists. 20 off the over, 3 done, 57 without loss. The game's thick and fast. Now, an interesting game at 2:55 local time. England versus Oman. We've got Samet Patel alongside, just getting his eye in for that one. And if you win that one, you should get to you most likely, the bowl final. That would be a little bit of a plus point to finish.
Absolutely, yeah. We've come here to try and win it. Unfortunately, we can't do it. But yeah, winning is quite important to us. got a lot of pride. Yeah, hopefully should be a bit of fun against Oman.
It's not your first time at this tournament. That's a boundary. Another misfield. You were here in 2017, is that right?
Yeah, I was here 17 with the MCC side. Played against some other nations. And then it stopped for some reason. And then I came to play the Hong Kong Blitz, which is a franchise tournament in 2018, I think, which was great. It was a great tournament, well hosted.
Well, I think that was a dropped opportunity from Ehsan Khan off his own bowling. You'll know Salman as a spinner, never easy in your follow-through.
No, it's not, especially when guys hit it so hard these days, but you've got to be switched on.
Beg your pardon, into the ground. Oh, that's 6, it's muscle. There's no real timing, but Christian is such a clean striker, as you know from your Nottinghamshire days.
Yeah, DC, we played a lot of cricket against and with. We had 7 years at Trent Bridge. Great player, been around the block, played a lot of franchise cricket all over the world. He's a good fella.
So you've played the Hong Kong Sixers for 2 different teams, England and the MCC. So you've played for about 52 teams in your career.
I've got a few shirts, let's say, Nobby.
That's belted down the ground. Are you, in all seriousness, are you someone that keeps the memorabilia, all the shirts, the jerseys, the helmets?
No, I don't. I try and keep the shirts. I don't keep the other stuff.
You wore a Warwickshire helmet today. Well, have you got news for the millions of people watching? Have you left Derby and joined Warwickshire?
No, I haven't actually. I just didn't bring a helmet and I had to borrow.
6 to finish. Salman, thank you. Great to see you. Wonderful commentary. 76 for 2. .76 for 2, Hong Kong still in the contest. Partnership 37 from 10, Alex Ross and Dan Christian. Christian's having a fine tournament. Now, Sahal Malvankar into the attack to bowl his right arm medium pace. The level 2 core cricket coach certified by the England and Wales Cricket Board. Coaching at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. There's lots of prestigious clubs in this neck of the woods, and Hong Kong Cricket Club is one of them.
Coming up, South Africa versus Pakistan, New Zealand up against India, and then England versus Oman. But South Africa versus Pakistan, that's coming up next. That's probably going to be the pick or the game of the tournament so far.
Yeah, should be a cracker. 2 brilliant sides. Varied bowling attacks, plenty of power at the bat. 2 very good fielding sides.
The only thing for South Africa, they haven't been put under pressure as much as Pakistan. They beat New Zealand very easily, so that's probably going to play in Pakistan's favour.
Slower ball, absolutely dealt with flat. It wouldn't have been more than 15 foot all the way into the side screen.
Well, that was like a one-wood drive for Dan Christian. It was that slow. It was like sitting up on a tee. Easy pickings for the man of Dan Christian's calibre.
Back of the hand slower ball from Sahal. Dan Christian, captain, 40 off 12. 3 4s, 4 6s. Make that 3 4s, 5 6s.
Well, this could be a big over for Australia. The only issue is that Christian is coming to his 50, and he will have to retire if he gets that 50. Then all of a sudden, you've got a batter coming in that's not a regular batter. So Australia might need to see Ross face the final 2 balls if they can of this over.
Belted Absolutely smashed. Great fielding. Captain himself, Nizhikhat Khan, in the deep. Position right behind the umpire. A fielding position sometimes you see Kieron Pollard right behind the umpire. Alex Ross, well bowled, well fielded. That's really good. Gets the Yorker in. Ross could do nothing. A dot at this stage is gold.
Well, the dot at this stage is gold, but the thing here is that Alex Ross is only on 25, so if he can face the majority of balls finishing it off, he can get Australia to a big score, and you'd be expecting him trying to hit boundaries here. Good bowling.
That's not a bad ball, but Ross was advancing, and because of the fielder's position straight, you can see he's disappointed because he feels he should have hit that for 6. Such is the expectancy of these batters.
Well, that was a very good ball from Sahal, and you are going to have good balls that go to the boundary in this tournament.
17 off the over. Slower ball. It's a top edge, but there's only a ball boy. There's no fielder. 6 to finish, 23 off the 5th, 99 for 2. Well, 23 off that 5th over with that 6. They needed that 6. 99 for 2, Australia. Dan Christian on 47. Nizhikhat Khan to bowl the 6th. That's got to be 50. Off you go, Dan Christian. Off you trot. 53 off 15 with 6 sixes. Captain stepped up when he needed. Came out after 1 ball of the innings.
Well, that's a good innings. 53 off 15. He's been brilliant through the tournament. 250 so far. And the skipper doing the job for Australia yet again.
105 for 2. James Pattinson. Left-hander, powerfully built, back in the side after having a rest this morning. 5 balls left here for Nizhikhat Khan to try and eke out a couple of dots. 105 for 2. Australia eyeing up at, I think, at least 120, 125. Little leg break, gone! Kit Kat steps up, meow!
How good is it to have a player retire after making 50, and then the new batsman comes in, has to swing from the bootlaces from ball 1. Can't connect. A good length delivery, but the line was good as well, making it difficult for Patterson to swing through the line. It's a big wicket. Australia 105 for 3.
.105 for 3. With the last over of the first quarter-final. And I tell you what, it's hard to know who's on top right now. Fawad Ahmed. He's found another pair of pads. About 3 minutes ago, he had a pair of white pads on in the dugout. Nizhikhat Khan, the captain, he's played for a second 6 in the over. Bit too much width. For a moment, I thought the man in the deep was in business.
This is very handy for Australia. The last batsman in, not renowned for his batting, but connects well there.
Useful runs, very useful. Alex Ross at the non-strikers end. Alex Ross says, Fawad, you stay down there. You're seeing it like a beach ball on Bondi Beach. in the height of summer.
I don't think Forward Armour's got an easier ball than that. But this is good for Australia. Wide one, Alex Ross has got 2 balls to finish off this innings.
It might have been Cottesloe Beach where you're from, or Scarborough Beach. Which is your favourite beach in WA?
Well, my favourite beach is down in Mandurah, and that's the top edge. I like to go surfing there, and that's probably going over the top of the wave. You don't want to get caught on the top of the wave. You get seriously dumped, which I have been a couple of times.
Hey, we've all been dumped in our life. You got to watch out for those great white sharks in WA. Well, that's hockey. That's a hockey shot. There's a hockey sweep at the Hong Kong Sixers, and Australia have mustered 129 for 3, and there was 30 off the last over. Brilliant from Australia, who lost the toss and were inserted in the first quarter final. 129 for 3. Dan Christian led the charge with a brilliant 50.